I'm going to show you how to add a Google document to an assignment so your kids can work digitally on the actual assignment without you having to hand them a piece of paper. So what you're going to do is go to Add Materials and Add Assignment. You'll title your assignment like you normally would. This is called Pantomime Written Story. This is where my students start writing their pantomimes out. I might add in a link to ideas. I have several solo and duet pantomime ideas that I give the kids. I might put a video in here showing them how to do this step by step. There's lots of different options you can do. Always put in what your submission guidelines are here, like maybe, how you want them to write things out, your due dates, things like that as well, just to help them out. You're still going to put your due dates in. Make sure you put your category. For this, I'll just put that it's ungraded. And then you're going to go find the actual Google document, and that's going to be through your Google Drive assignments. Okay, so here we are, and you'll notice after a while, you'll start seeing copies of things, and this is students' copies. So we're going to go find that assignment, Pantomime Written Story, and it's going to look it up for us, and here it is right here. And I have a duet pantomime one as well. So we click on that, and we just click Attach, and that's all we're doing. And this is going to create a file for each of your students, which is fantastic. Now, you can also assign individually or in groups. There's options of group grading as well. If you want one document for a group of people, you can do that. So they can be working on the same document, copying to courses, all that stuff. And you can align these with, we talked about publishing to students or not publishing to students. All right, so you're going to create that assignment. And I'm going down into my practice course, and you'll see the assignments right here. And the submission guidelines will be here if you write them out. So you click on this, and here's what it's going to look like. This is a little bit different than where the kids would submit their own document. This is you're specifically giving them a document to work on, which I think is really great. You can see the progress of what's happening with the students. So you can see who's in progress and who's submitted these assignments. So when they're in progress, you can click on any student's name, and you can actually physically go into their document, and you can make comments with them. I love this because if a student has started and then they have questions, we can go look at their documents together. I can be on my computer and they're on their computer, or wherever they're at. So this is a really great tool to use. So let's look at this assignment. I want to show you something that I've done. One thing that I did many, many years ago was take all of my written documents and pull them and put them online. And I wanted students to have access to these documents and be able to write in here. So we used to have things and they would have like a line after it, and a kid would write on the line. Well, when you're doing digital learning, it's really hard for students to, be able to write on that line without it kind of going into a different direction, or they have to delete the line. So I actually learned to insert tables. And the table, what that does is it forces the kid to write what they want inside the table. This is just one method that I've used. And I really like that method because the kid, I leave space for them so that they kind of know how long things should be. There are some free writing things. I want the kids to write a step-by-step format. So that's going to go in that number format. And I've started that number format for them. But they can ask questions. Here's this comment, open your comment history, and you can ask questions, within that document. So hopefully this has helped you get a sense of how to add a Google Doc to an assignment.